Hi, Mr. Bourbon. It is a privilege meeting you. Thank you so much for taking time out of your busy schedule to come and talk about Manuela's communication performance.
Yeah, thank you for assisting her. As I stated in the report, I'm concerned about her speech.
Right, I wrote down in the report about your concerns, and I would like to talk about some strengths and some difficulties that I noted in her report. Do you have any questions so far?
That sounds good to me. No questions.
Okay, let's begin. Some strengths that I noted were that she passed her hearing screening, so that means that she can hear all of her speech sounds. And also, her teacher noted that she does not show any disruptive behaviors, so she is in class, following direction, performing and following directions. So I would like to move on with some challenges that were noted. Is this fine with you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So one of the challenges that were noted include that her teacher reported that Manuela has some speech sound errors. So for example, she noted 3 out of a 4 in her point scale for her English language, which means that she produces some errors.
Okay.
Also, I noted that you, as her father, also filled out the proficiency level, and you rated her 2 out of 4 in this point scale, which means that she has a relatively large amount of speech errors. Is this correct?
Yeah, it is. You can't understand half of what Manuela says in Spanish or in English, and I feel like it's very unclear to understand her.
Okay, so what I hear you say is that she has difficulty both in the Spanish and English language.
Yeah, exactly. She struggles in both.
Okay, well, that's actually the second point that I would like to talk about, which is the difference of a language difference and a language disorder. Is this okay for me to address this point?
I'd like to know about that.
Okay, great. So first, a language difference is when a child is learning a second language, and in her second language, she might produce some errors because she is learning the second language. However, in her first language, she performs well and she performs at her normal developmental milestones.
Oh, okay.
However, for a language disorder is when the child is having difficulty in both her native language and her second language. So, as we noted before, we see that Manuela is having difficulty both in her Spanish speech production and also her language speech production.
Yeah.
Is this what you see also, Mr. Bourbon?
Yeah, I do see that. I can see that she does have a language disorder, and instead of a language difference, because she has struggles in both languages.
Okay, I see that you're very understanding, and I can notice that you are very involved in Manuela's life, both at home, and you want to know more about her performance at school. May I continue explaining more about how a language disorder may be displayed?
Yeah, please continue.
Okay. Well, a language disorder may also be displayed when a child who is bilingual may have some difficulties in speech production. So, for example, a speech disorder may be seen when a child has difficulty producing a certain sound or many sounds. So, for example, in Manuela's case, we see that she is having difficulty producing the S sound, so S or sh, ch, L, and R sound. So, for example, words that she wants to say, such as school, she might produce it as ku. So she's leaving off that S and L. Have you heard her leave out a certain sound?
Yeah, she doesn't produce her words or her sounds well in her words.
Okay. And so would you agree to proceed with speech therapy services?
Yeah, as soon as possible would be great.
Okay. Well, I will document your consent for speech therapy services, and I would like to also share some strategies that we will use in therapy and that you may also use at home if you would like to.
Okay.
Okay, so some speech therapies strategies can involve first working in word level, and then we will progress to sentence level as we see more progress in her performance. Also, I would like to share some strategies at home that can be used, such as modeling. So, for example, if she says, I want tutti, you can say, oh, I want cookie. So, just modeling that and having her listen to your speech production can be useful. So, modeling and then also pausing can be two strategies used at home.
Yeah,
Does this sound okay? Whoops.
I like those strategies. I can see myself using them at home. Is there anything more that I need to know?
Oh, yes. I would just like to recommend also a referral. Just because I see that she is not performing the same level as her peers, maybe we can assess her for speech for special education services. Would you be okay with this?
Oh, you think she needs special education?
I'm still not certain at the moment, but it would be nice to see her get all the services that she needs so she can perform optimally at school.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I would like for her to get all the services.
Okay, great. Thank you for this consent. I will write and document this that you have consented for speech education services. It is a privilege working with you, and Manuela, thank you for your time.
Yeah.